9/11, like many, I lived it. I was here in the city. I went down there. I saw the towers fall. And I spent a lot of time down there. And I lost people down there. And it changed me. And I asked my then girlfriend to marry me 11 days later because I was so convinced that life was fleeting and that this was the new normal. And for me, it was the best decision I've ever made. For her, other than our 3 kids, she probably could have done a lot better. But what is the legacy of that moment? The broken families, the disruption, the war, the death. There are some of us who decided to make it an inspiration for them to be better, and they are at West Point. Listen to them.
Where were you born?
I was born in Iraq, sir.
And why are you here?
I'm here because I want to serve the nation that gave me the American dream. My father was an interpreter for the United States Army. The U.S. Army as a whole and the American institution has given my family an outlet to chase the American dream. My brother graduated last year from West Point. He just graduated Ranger School today. And I think having that call to service to set our lives forward and build that generational call to service, I think you can't find that anywhere else.
Frank joins me now. Why are you so affected by them, especially on this day?
Because I feel guilty. I didn't serve, and I should have. I'm alive today because of them. I know that I can be irresponsible because of them. I know that I can say things that I regret, that I have the freedom, the protections of the Constitution, these men and women. And I would ask your control room to rewind this just to give them one more shot before we're done of a minute of them. My only regret is that this is my voice and it should be theirs. I can't possibly tell their story. It is one of sacrifice and service, courage and character. And I look at the presidential campaign, I look at politics in America and how we treat each other. The cadets treat each other with respect, with decency, with civility. They disagree, but they do so in the way that we used to do it, with goodness and kindness and the objective of providing a better future. They have each other's backs. I'm sitting in this focus group doing this moderation, and I'm thinking how horrific, and I shouldn't say this, but I feel so small, and they feel so significant because they represent the values that we all cherish, the values of decency, and it's inculcated in them. It's who they are, and nothing will change them.
Frank,
Chris, these are the best of America.
What was their flash reaction to what we watched last night?
I really wish to keep that between me and them. And I say this because this is the only group in America that is nonpartisan, that is non-political, and that I'm going to protect that no matter what. And what I appreciate about them is the search for the truth. They're not looking for slogans or politics. They're looking to know what's really going on. And they will serve whoever represents the Constitution. And by the way, that's one of the things I learned about them, is that they're not there to defend the president. They're not even there to defend America. They exist to defend the Constitution of the United States. They've all read it. They know what it means. They know the significance of it. And so they can have these political disagreements and debates without ever getting mean or nasty. And they simply want to know more because they want to serve with distinction. They want to serve. And I watch this when they're in uniform, milling around the public, how people come up to them and thank them for their service. And I think that feels so hollow to me because it's so much more than that. And I will tell you this as a final point, that they're willing to sacrifice. They're willing to make the greatest sacrifice of all. And they will do so for the men and women beside them, and you can see it right there. And they'll do it for the country. And we are blessed. Thank God they exist, because it makes me sleep a little bit easier every night knowing that they're there and they've got my back.
Frank Luntz has been telling us who we are in this country for decades. He's never done it better than he's doing it at West Point. This is who we are.